Okay, hello everyone. Good morning, all of you. So we start with today's quote. It says, "Dream big, work hard, stay focused." I think I told this already, and surround yourself with good people. And today's birthday, it is one writer, Amish Tripathi. Have you heard about his name? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
What books he has written?
So this about Nagas and Shiva.
Yeah. Shiva trilogy, right? So
Yes,
it's
sir.
very, he became very popular and very nice books. So he is Indian columnist and author, and he is known for his novels. Okay, there is three books he has written on Shiva uh, epic, and three books more written on Ram or Ramayana. Okay, his novels: The Immortals of Meduha, The Secret of Nagas, The Oath of the Vayuputras. These three are one set, and Ram, Scion of Ikshaku, Sita, Warrior of Mithila, and Ravan, Enemy of Aryavata. Okay, but he has given a different way of looking at things, and the presentation is excellent. Actually, I really loved it. And okay, today is his birthday, and Amish's influence goes beyond his books. His books go beyond literature. His literature is steeped in philosophy, which is anchored in bhakti, which powers his love for India. Amish's seven books have sold over 5 million copies in the Indian subcontinent since 2010. And Forbes India has ranked Amish among the top 100 celebrities in India in 2012, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 18. And he has been listed among the 50 most powerful Indians by India Today magazine in 2019. And he says a person's ethics and character are not tested in good times. It is only in bad times that a person shows how steadfast he is to his dharma. Okay, when everything is going well, okay, it's not a problem to be good and following dharma or principles. But when there are bad times, then only your real self will come out. Okay, what you are really will show, right? In the same way, people say how you behave in the society is not you actually. How you behave in private in your room, okay, that is your real self. Okay, and that's why nobody can know about other self. You can know about yourself only, and even that is also not easy to know about our own selves, right? So people do a lot of yoga, meditation, and all only to understand ourselves, okay, not to understand the world or society. Okay, so today we'll discuss about mid-exam solutions, right? uh, I think the first two problems, first problem is already done in the textbook. Only thing what I asked is, so here, if you just look at it, okay, this is the problem. Only thing is, this is non-dimensional way. The equations are given and it is solved. And in the exercise, it is given instead of 1 by RE, you are given mu because that is dimensional. And here 1 by rho dou p dou v by dou x will be there. So those are the modifications. And here, A dou equal to dou v by dou x, B equal to dou v by dou y, C equal to dou u by dou y are taken. And in the set of six equations, C equal to dou u by dou y, he has taken. And I asked you, don't take this, you take any other one of them. Okay. So that is the way I asked you to do it. Because it is done here, that gives you complete guidance. Only thing is a little bit of modifications I want you to do it. Uh, is there any doubt about this problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Uh, and coming to the, okay, I think, okay, this is the second problem. And first problem, that is also actually it is taken from Anderson. And I told you the answer is there. I have given also. You have to prove it. And I asked you to do it like an assignment. And any problem with this?
Sir, I couldn't prove it.
Yes, actually, like if you would kindly solve it, sir, once more, like
Okay,
it
I
would
will
be of.
just do it. Okay. I don't know whether you have not solved for the assignment purpose what I have asked,
Sir, tried, sir, but like somewhere stuck.
but why you didn't ask about it? During classwork, if you have asked, you would have done it in the exam. Okay, anyhow, we will do that. Okay, what we are given is rho u equal to C1, rho u square plus P is equal to C2, rho u B equal to C3, rho u W equal to C4, and rho u into E plus u square plus V square plus W square by 2 plus Pu is equal to C5. Okay, this is what it is given. And okay, the answers also are given. Okay, if you see from the first equation, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the first 4 equations, directly you can get no, assuming that rho is known. Okay, so if rho is to be obtained, okay, u is equal to C1 by rho. I am trying to put everything in terms of rho, so that I will get a quadratic equation in rho, and I get the solution. Okay, u equal to C1 by rho, and from this equation, v equal to C3 by C1, and from this equation, w is equal to C4 by C1. Okay, they are straightforward. And then we will see from this equation, P is equal to C2 minus rho u square. Okay, so this, because u is equal to C1 by rho, I substitute there. C2 minus rho into C1 square by rho square. So rho goes off. C2 minus C1 square by rho. So P also I got in terms of rho. In the same way, I want E, because I want to substitute everything here in terms of rho, so that I get an equation in rho. Okay, so E is equal to CVT, so RT by gamma minus 1, that is equal to P by rho into gamma minus 1, because P by rho equal to RT, and P is already known, P2 minus P1 square by rho into 1 by rho into gamma minus 1, that is equal to C2 by rho into rho square into gamma minus 1 minus, sorry, C2 by rho into gamma minus 1 minus C1 square by rho square into gamma minus 1. Okay, so all these things I have to substitute here in the equation 5. Okay, rho into u is C1 by rho into E is this C2 by rho into gamma minus 1 minus C1 square by rho square into gamma minus 1 plus half into u square plus v square plus w square by 2. So u square means C1 square by rho square. Okay, 2 I will put here. And v square is C3 square by C1 square. 2 I will put here. Plus w square is C4 square by C1 square. And 2 I will put here. So this plus P into U. P is here, C2 minus C1 square by rho into U is C1 by rho is equal to C5. Okay, so this is the equation. So you can, if you want, you can multiply by rho square, or you can take 1 by rho square terms, 1 by rho terms, and constant like that. Okay, just I will put suppose 1 by rho square into, what are all there? Rho gets cancelled here. Okay, so if you see here there is row square term. So C1 square by, okay, C1, one more is there, C1 cube by gamma minus 1. This term is over. And here this term is there. So plus C1 cube by 2. So this is over. Where is 1 by rho square? Here one more term is there. Here minus C1 cube. Okay. So this term is over. And plus 1 by rho into, so 1 by rho terms here is there. That is C1 C2 by gamma minus 1. And there is one more here, this one is there. That is plus C1 C2 by rho. Okay, so I think these are the only two. And then the constant terms. Okay, so what are there? This is there. So C3 square by 2C1, and this term is there, plus C4 square by 2C1, and here this one more term is there. No, that's all. Minus C5 equal to 0. Okay, this is it. So if you take multiply by rho square, so this will go off, and this will go off, and rho will come here, and this into rho square will be there. So this is like a rho square plus b rho plus c equal to 0. So rho can be obtained. Is it clear, this problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the way you have to do it. Okay, this is another question. And third question.
Sir?
There are a third order. Yes, anything?
Sir, in the second question,
Yeah,
sir, if we not take uy as a constant,
yeah.
then how we convert uyy as first order?
Okay, I will just show you. Do it. Okay, we have ux plus vy equal to 0, one equation. Ux plus vuy is equal to minus 1 by rho px plus mu into uxx plus uyy, and uvx plus vvy is equal to minus 1 by rho py plus mu into vxx plus vyy. Okay, and you have taken vx is equal to a, suppose, vy equal to b, and uy equal to c. And so from the first equation, you can take ux is equal to minus vy. Minus vy means minus b. Okay.
Continuity equation.
Yeah, from the continuity equation. And so two more equations are derived using these two. Okay. I want to write it as uxy minus uxy equal to 0. Uxy minus uxy equal to 0. Okay. So from here, how do you get uxy cx? Okay. Derivative with respect to x. And the derivative with respect to y for this minus by, or minus of minus by, right? So because uxy here is equal to minus by, and the minus of minus by, this is one equation. And from these two equations, I want to write vxy minus vxy equal to 0. Take vy. How do you get vxy? Bx minus, and vx is equal to a, so vxy means ay
AY.
equal to 0. Okay, so this is one equation, this is one equation, this is three equations, this is 4, this is 5, and one more equation. One of these three I have to take. So he has taken uy equal to c, and I don't want you to take that. You take vx equal to a as the first equation.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Okay, so that's
Yes,
it.
yes.
Only thing, the small matrices, a little bit difference will be there, but finally you'll get the similar way.
Sir, actually, I think that
Yeah.
you say something. I think you say that in that form, UI not equal to actually UI
I
not
told you
to
uy equal to constant
yes,
should
yes,
not be taken as one of the equations.
yes. One of the first order equations.
Yeah, one of the
Yes,
first
yes, 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 sir.
one, right? Because you have to take 6 equations
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
out
I
of
have to
them.
take Vy
Yeah,
equal to Vx equal
yeah,
to A.
yeah. Instead of uy equal
Yes,
to c, you take any
yes, sir.
other. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is that. And this one derives the third order accurate backward difference approximation for first order derivative. So any doubt about this? You have to take ui minus 1 is equal to that Taylor series expansion. In that, you have ux, uxx, uxxx like that, isn't it? If I want first order derivative, third order accuracy, I have to put second order derivative with second order accuracy and third order derivative with first order accuracy. You have to substitute there so that I will get first order derivative with third order accuracy. Okay, any doubt about that?
No, sir.
If you want, I will do it.
No,
Okay.
sir. Got it, sir.
Okay. And so another thing, if only one person is responding. Based on that, I am either doing it or not doing it. So thinking that this is class's opinion, right? So if anybody is different, so they have to speak. They cannot say I am. They should
Sir,
not feel that they are ignored. Okay.
sir, I write
Yeah.
I minus one, I minus two, and I minus three, and after
See,
that I
just no,
eliminate
no, no. All
eliminate.
those things not needed. All those things not needed. I will just to show you. Ui minus 1 is equal to what will you get? Ui plus delta x ux plus delta x whole square by
Sir,
factorial
minus
Sir,
delta.
delta.
minus delta x, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Minus. Right, right, right. Right. Minus delta x whole cube by 6 uxxx plus delta x whole cube 4 by 4. Okay, like this. So here what I have to do is this uxx I have to put second order accuracy and this I should put third order accuracy. I have to just substitute them. Okay, you can take the expressions from your book and suppose just I will show you. These finite difference formulations at the end of the chapter, you have the tables, right? These tables are there, right? So you need second order derivative with second order accuracy and first order derivative with third order derivative with first order accuracy. So this is forward difference. I want backward difference, right? So this is backward difference representation, right? So if you see here, minus 1, 3, minus 3, 1, third order derivative with first order accuracy. So this I have to take. Minus 5 minus u uxxx is equal to minus ui minus 3 plus 3 ui minus 2 minus 3 ui minus 1 uh,
Plus UI, sir. Plus
plus
UI.
ui. Okay. Okay, that is there. So that I have to take. And second order derivative with second order accuracy I want. Central difference, forward difference, so backward difference. This one I have to take. Second order derivative with second order accuracy. Minus 1, 4, minus 5, 2. Okay. Uh, so minus ui minus 3, 4.
4ui minus 2, sir.
Okay. Now is it okay?
Now it's okay, sir, but this entire
So
time, sir, it was not.
when did I miss? I don't know. Okay, just hello.
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Audible.
Audible, sir.
Okay, this particular derivation, have you seen it? What I have done?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Up to what point you have seen it?
Sir,
UXX.
up to sir the that is del 3 sir f del x cube.
Okay. So this first equation, this is straightforward, right? Okay.
Sir, kindly share your screen, sir.
Oh, it is. Sorry. I think again I have to do that. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. So this derivation, up to what point you have seen it?
Sir, up to the like second equation, sir, the order of 2, sir.
No,
That
okay,
one.
okay. So here, this is third order derivative with first order accuracy. This is second order derivative with second order accuracy. You can take it from the textbook. Okay. So these two are just to be substituted here. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Just I have substituted, and here because I will get 1 by 6, and here 1 by 2 I will get. I am multiplying by 6 here. So here I will get 6, and 6 by 2 it becomes 3, and here 6 by 6 it becomes 1. And just I am writing coefficients ui minus 3, ui minus 2, ui minus 1, and ui. Okay, so ui minus 1 here minus 6 is there. Here for ui 6 is there. Okay, and from this I am taking the coefficients minus 3 here, and 12 here, and minus 15 here, and 6 here. So those things I am writing here, right? And then here minus 1, 3, minus 3, 1. Okay, so here 1, minus 3, 3, minus 1. So add these two, minus 2 I am getting, adding these 9 I am getting, adding these minus 18, and adding this 11. So I am writing here minus 2 ui minus 3 plus 9 ui minus 2 minus 18 ui minus 1 plus 11 ui. This is what you will get is equal to 6x delta x. So ux is equal to this by 6 delta x. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the way you have to do this. And okay, that is third question. And fourth question, check the consistency for Lax scheme applied to first order wave equation. We have done Lax scheme for parabolic equation, but I asked you Lax scheme used for wave equation, that is hyperbolic equation. Anybody tried?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
anybody wants?
Yes, sir. If you
Yes,
solve,
sir.
sir, once you can check, sir, once.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
Lax Wendorf is different, no, sir?
Lax and rough is different. Lax
Okay, sir.
scheme only I asked. Okay, wave equation. Actually, this is useful for both the problems, for the fourth problem and also fifth problem. Okay, so Lax scheme ut is equal to minus a ux. Okay, so ui n plus 1 minus uin. I will get, actually this is like modified FTCS. uin is to be written as the average of ui plus 1 and ui minus 1 by delta t is equal to minus a, central difference here, ui plus 1 n minus ui minus 1 n by delta 2 delta. Okay, this is the way we get. And so if I take delta t this side, a delta t by 2 delta x, so uin plus 1 is equal to ui plus 1 by, if I take common, 1 by 2 minus c by 2 ui plus 1n plus 1 by 2 plus c by 2 into ui minus 1n. This is the way we will get 1 minus c by 2 ui plus 1n plus 1 plus c by 2 ui minus 1n. Okay. And now if you want to find out the consistency or error, what I have to do, I have to put the expansions for ui plus 1, ui minus 1n and uin plus 1. Okay. So uin plus 1, I will write uin plus delta t ut plus delta t whole square utt by 2 plus etc. is equal to 1 minus c by 2 into ui plus 1n, ui plus delta x ux plus delta x whole square by 2 uxx plus delta x whole cube by factorial 3 uxxx plus etc. plus 1 plus c by 2 into ui minus delta x ux plus delta x whole square by 2 uxx minus delta x whole cube by 6 uxxx plus etc. Okay, this is the way we get. And so in the right hand side, sometimes 1 minus c by t and 1 plus c by 2 I have to add, sometimes I have to subtract. So what will I get? 1 minus c by 2 plus 1 plus c by 2 means what will I get here? Half plus half, 1 I will get. And 1 minus c by 2 minus 1 plus c by 2, what will I get here?
Minus C, sir.
Minus c. Okay, so that it will be easier for me. So now RHS is equal to, now adding these two means 1. So this is uin. So I will get uin. And adding these two, okay, so what will I get? Minus c, right? Minus c delta x ux. And adding these two, I will get delta x whole square by 2 uxx. And adding these two, minus c delta x whole cube by 6 uxx, etc. Is it okay? Okay, so here c terms uin gets cancelled.
So
So I
please
get,
repeat this.
yes,
Please repeat this step.
okay, here uin 1 minus c by 2 into uin, 1 plus c by 2 uin, these two to be added, right? So adding, I will get 1 as the coefficient. So 1 into uin I will get. Okay, here this is to be subtracted. Okay, so 1 minus c by 2 minus 1 plus c by 2 I will get. So this is minus c. So minus c into delta x ux. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So here coefficients are to be added. So I will get plus 1. So I will get this. Here coefficients, if you add minus c into this, I will get that. Okay, so here I will get delta t ut plus delta t whole square by t 2 utt is equal to, and some terms have c and some terms don't have c. This is not having c. Delta x square by 2 uxx minus c into delta x ux plus delta x whole cube by 6 uxx plus etc. Like this I will get. Okay, here delta x power 4 also will be there. Okay, the higher terms I am neglecting. Okay, so here C is equal to A delta T by delta x. And delta x I cancel here, delta x here, like this. And delta T also, if I divide throughout the equation, this delta T goes off, here one delta T goes off, here one delta T comes in the denominator, and this delta T goes off. Okay, so what I will get is ut plus delta T by 2 utt is equal to delta x whole square by 2 delta T uxx minus a ux minus a delta x whole square by 6 uxxx plus etc. like this. Now you tell me the consistency. So ut minus aux is the equation. These are the other things are to be 0. So what are to become 0? Delta t
So
should
delta
tend to
t
0.
tends to 0 and delta
Delta
x
x
cube.
whole square tend to 0. And one more thing is there, delta x whole square by delta t also should tend to 0. Okay, this for delta t, this delta x whole square, and this particular term delta x whole square by delta t also should tend to 0. Like Buford-Frankel, we got another term, isn't it? So like
Yes,
that,
sir.
I will.
If
These,
delta t first
it
converges
is
faster
not
than
enough
delta
if these two tend to 0. This also should tend to 0. Delta x whole square by delta t also should tend to 0 for consistency. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the way I have to talk about it. And as I told here, comments. Okay, comments means if delta x whole square by delta t is not tending to 0, if it is some constant, okay, so here some constant into uxx will be there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so this is what happens. It becomes like hyperbolic equation. So utt will be there. Sorry, uxx will be there. Okay. So as okay, that's something like. So I will have this additional term will be there if it is finite. Okay. So if I want to have error analysis, the same thing I have to get it. Only thing is this time derivative I have to replace by space derivative. And what is utt? Anybody remember for second order wave equation?
A square uxx.
Utt is equal to a square uxx. Okay, that I have to substitute here. So I will get a square delta t by 2 uxx it will become, right? Okay, so if I want to do the error analysis, so what is that I have to consider? The biggest error terms are this one and this one together. Am I clear? Okay, delta x whole square by 2 delta t so that is this one, and this one a square delta t by 2. Okay, so this is the error term. So I can take combine them, and uxx if I take common. Okay, for some convenience what I do is I take a delta x also common. If I take a delta x common, so what is that it will remain? Here delta x will be there by 2a delta t. 2 also I will take common, okay, by 2. it will be like this, plus here, if I take a remains delta t by delta x, okay, like this. If you multiply, you will get this back. So this can be written as a delta x by 2 uxx is equal to, this is 1 by c current number plus c. I think 1 becomes minus just previous. If I take it to the right hand side, right, because error if I take it to the right hand side, so this will become a square delta t by 2 becomes minus. This will become minus. Okay. So this is what happens. So the artificial viscosity will be a delta x by 2 into 1 by c minus c. Okay. Like this you will get. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the way it is expected. Okay. So the first part, so all this part will be same for both the problems. The ending you have to do a little bit manipulation. Okay, so that you will get the fifth problem. So this is consistency, and this is to get the modified equation first, and discuss the type of error. Okay, that is diffusive error or dissipative error. Okay.
Sir, dissipation, last
Yeah.
dissipation error. No?
Dissipation error, right? Because uxx is there. Okay, so second order derivative in the error will give you artificial viscosity, which is dissipation. And sixth problem, could you do it? Crank-Nicolson
Right, sir.
stability.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that also I will do it
Sir,
anyway because
sir, I
I'm doing
did. I
everything.
did it.
Okay, because some people may be okay. First order, sorry, the parabolic equation Tt is equal to alpha Txx, and so Tin plus 1 minus Tin by delta t is equal to alpha by 2, because Crank-Nicolson Pi plus 1 minus 2 Ein plus 1. Implicit I have to take first by delta x whole square, average of implicit and explicit. Okay, so delta t if I take to this side, it will become like this, and alpha delta t by delta x whole square becomes diffusion number. So d by 2 it will become like this, and like this it will become. So Tin plus 1 is equal to Tin plus this. Okay, now if I write this in terms of e power a delta t, and first epsilons I have to substitute, and then it will become e power a delta t is equal to 1 plus d by 2, and here e power a delta t into e power I km delta x minus 1 plus e power minus I km delta x. Okay, and here the same things I will get here. Okay, e power I km delta x minus 2 plus e power minus I km delta x. Okay, so km delta x if I take it as theta, and so this will become 1 plus d by 2, and this if I take common, 1 plus e power a delta t if I take common here, e power I theta plus e power I minus theta, 2 cos theta minus 2. It will become like this. And 2 cos theta minus 1, if I take minus 2 outside, okay, 1 plus d by 2 into 1 plus e power a delta t. Okay, so this into minus 2 into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, this 2 goes off. Okay, this will become 1 minus d into 1 plus e power a delta t into 1 minus cos theta 2 sine square theta by 2. Okay, so here e power a delta t term I will take this side. So e power a delta t into 1 plus 2d sine square theta by 2 is equal to 1 minus 2d sine square theta by 2. So e power a delta t is equal to 1 minus 2d sine square theta by 2 by 1 plus 2d sine square theta by 2. You will get like this. So is this less than or equal to 1 or greater than or equal to 1? By seeing this, you can understand. This is less than 1 numerator. Denominator is greater than 1. So this is always less than or equal to 1. So this shows that unconditionally stable. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the way we have to do. But only thing is you need practice. Only practice gives you confidence, and confidence gives you doing it quickly. Okay, so sometimes the time may not be sufficient. You may not have time, or you may not get idea. Everything depends on practice only. Okay, how much time you spend it, how much you practice it. Anything else about mid exam?
No, sir.
Okay. So we will just quickly we will see what we are doing in the last class. Okay. And we have done the artificial compressibility method equation in non-dimensional form. Okay. So this is the momentum equation. The continuity equation, I have modified it. Though here the unsteady term I am adding here. Okay. So this pressure term, because u I will get here by time marching v I will get here, but pressure I have to get it. Instead of using Poisson equation, I am modifying continuity equation by adding dou p by dou t here and a square here, so that it will be dimensionally homogeneous and non-dimensional form here. Okay, this is the way I am modifying it, and this is to be solved using time marching. For that, I have to write it in matrix form. Okay, this is written like this: dou q by dou t, p u v. From the first equation, p is to be solved, u v, and this is the solution matrix. And these are flux matrices. Okay, so from here itself, you can get these matrices. Okay, so this is the way you can write in the matrix form. And if you write it in implicit way, you are going to get En plus 1 and Fn plus 1. So how to linearize it? Okay, En plus 1 is to be written as En plus Et delta t. So this Et dou E by dou t is to be written as dou E by dou q into dou q by dou t. And this dou E by dou q is called as the Jacobian. And dou q by dou t is delta q by delta t. If I write delta t gets cancelled, I will get a delta t like this. Okay, so this you are going to get okay, that is not written here. So En plus 1 En plus Et delta t. This is written as En plus Eq Qt delta t. So this is En. This Eq is Jacobian, and Qt delta t becomes delta q, where delta q is equal to Qn plus 1 minus Qn. Okay, this is the way I am linearizing it. And this A and B, similarly, because Fn plus 1 is equal to Fn plus B delta q. So A and B, these are Jacobians, and A is equal to dou E by dou Q, B is equal to dou F by dou Q, and we have seen that the Jacobians, they are linear. So that we have seen here. So A and B are shown here. So here there will not be any U square or UV or V square. Those things will not be there. So this becomes linear. So this is the way we get the equation. And substituting here, En plus A delta Q, here Fn plus B delta Q, I am going to get this equation. And this equation is like approximate factorization. I divide them into two factors, one containing A derivatives and another containing B derivatives. So this is the way it is done, I plus delta T into this. And here implicit damping and explicit damping are added. Okay, explicit damping on the right hand side, implicit damping on the left hand side for both the equations. And then we have done this with central differencing. So this A delta Q by dou by dou X of A delta Q, it becomes A I plus 1J delta Q I plus 1J minus A I minus 1J delta Q I minus 1J. Like that I have to write the equation. So here you are going to get delta Q I plus 1, delta Q I minus 1, delta Q I. These three are the unknowns. I have to bring it to the left hand side so that I am going to get a tridiagonal type. But these are matrices. That's why we call it as block tridiagonal matrix algorithm. I have to use Thomas algorithm style only, but matrices are the elements. Okay, so that is the way we have to solve it. This is one way. And you can do with Crank-Nicholson also. Crank-Nicholson, now we do dou Q by dou T plus dou E by dou X plus dou F by dou Y. These are the original equations. So when we are doing it, so dou Q by dou T is delta Q by delta T. This is half into explicit plus implicit, and again dou F by dou Y half into explicit at n and n plus 1 implicit. And the left right hand side, it is like this. And here dou E by dou X n plus 1, because this is non-linear, I have to linearize it. So this is written as dou by dou X of En plus 1 is written as En plus A delta Q. And similarly, here Fn plus 1 is written as Fn plus B delta Q. Just similar to the previous one, I am going to get this. Again, two factors I will get in this way. Okay, this is, as I told, approximate factor. Crank-Nicholson can be again split into two factors. Because it is similar to ADI if you divide it into two factors. So same way you can do it. So next class we are going to do what is called as simple method. That is semi implicit. Okay, I can write in this. Implicit method for pressure linked equations. If you remember, in the Fluent, there are two types of problems. So it will call you, it will ask you a option, density based or pressure based. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference? Anybody knows what is the difference?
So when we consider the flow to be incompressible, then we probably see if the pressure is changing or not. Then we can take pressure based. If the flow is compressible, then obviously we have to take the density
So
based.
this is called compressible, right? Very good. Your good name?
So Dipanshu.
Dipanshu. This is for incompressible. This is pressure based, means here this pressure linking we have to do. In incompressible flow, as I told, we have to link the pressures. Okay, that is, I have to get the pressure equation. Okay, so that is what is called as pressure based. In density based, as I told, if density is variable, there is no problem. In compressible, straight away we solve one variable from each equation. Okay, so here in incompressible flow, I have to do some pressure linking. Okay, so that is, as I told, either pressure Poisson equation I have to derive, or I have to do this artificial compressibility like that. So this is mainly pressure linking. Okay, this is done by Patankar group. Okay, so we will see what is this pressure linking, and also there is a concept called as staggered grid. So in this we use lot the whatever we are doing is called regular grid, and now we discuss about staggered grid. Okay, regular grid means we calculate all variables at the same grid point. But here staggered grid, it is different. At some grid points we calculate pressure, some grid points we calculate u velocity, some v velocity, like that. Why we do it, why we need a staggered grid, so those things we will discuss in the next class. As I told, this is a very important algorithm, simple algorithm, and later lot of sub things came, like simple R means simple revised, and then simple C, that is simple consistent. Okay, and simple X, like that various things came, and another one also piso algorithm, like that various variations of simple have come into picture. Okay, a lot of people are doing some more modifications for the simple algorithm and coming with the new algorithms. Okay, these things we'll discuss in the next class. So I will stop discussing here. Next class we will discuss simple algorithm. So this is the staggered grid. So shall we go for the story?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So it is a nice, again, real story. It is about one person, Naga Naresh Karutura. Have you heard about this name? He's an IIT Madras product, right? And you can see his inspiring story. So it is his words. Okay, he is writing, he is narrating. I spent the first 7 years of my life in Tiparru, a small village in Andhra Pradesh on the banks of the river Godavari. My father Prasad was a lorry driver and my mother Kumari a housewife. Though they were illiterate, my parents instilled in me and my elder sister Sirisha the importance of studying. Looking back, one thing that surprises me now is the way my father taught me, and when I was in the first and second standards. My father would ask me questions from the textbook, and I would answer them. At that time, I didn't know he could not read or write, but to make me happy, he helped me in my studies. And another memory that doesn't go away is the floods in the village and how I was carried on top of a buffalo by my uncle. I also remember plucking fruits from a tree that was full of thorns. I used to be very naughty, running around and playing all the time with my friends. I used to get a lot of scolding for disturbing the elders who slept in the afternoon. The moment they started scolding, I would run away to the fields. I also remember finishing my schoolwork fast in class and sleeping in the teacher's lap. On January 11, 1993, when we had the Sankranti holidays, my mother took my sister and me to a nearby village for a family function. From there, we were to go with our grandmother to our native place. But my grandmother did not come there. As there were no buses that day, my mother took a lift in my father's friend's lorry. As there were many people in the lorry, he made me sit next to him close to the door. On the way, the door latch was suddenly opened wide and throwing me out. As I fell, my legs got cut by iron rods protruding from the lorry. Nothing happened to me except scratches on my legs at that time. The accident had happened just in front of a big private hospital, but they refused to treat me, saying it was an accident case. Then a police constable who was passing by took us to a government hospital, and first underwent an operation as my small intestine got twisted. The doctors also bandaged my legs. I was there for a week. When the doctors found that gangrene had developed and it had reached up to my knees, they asked my father to take me to a district hospital. There, the doctor scolded my parents a lot for neglecting the wounds and allowing the gangrene to develop. But what could my ignorant parents do? In no time, both my legs were amputated up to the hips. I remember waking up and asking my mother, "Where are my legs?" I also remember that my mother cried when I asked her the question. I was in the hospital for 3 months. I don't think my life changed dramatically after I lost both my legs because all at home were doting on me. I was enjoying all the attention rather than pitying myself. I was happy that I got a lot of fruits and biscuits. The day I reached my village, my house was flooded with curious people. All of them wanted to know how a boy without legs looked. But I was not bothered. I was happy to see many of them coming to see me, especially my friends. All my friends saw to it that I was part of all the games they played. They carried me everywhere. I believed in God. I believe in destiny. I feel He plans everything for you. If not for the accident, we would not have moved from the village to a Tanuku town. There I joined a missionary school and my father built a house next to the school. Till the 10th standard, I studied in that school. If I had continued in Tiparu, I may not have studied after the 10th. I may have started working as a farmer or someone like after my studies. I'm sure God had other plans for me. They decided to put my sister also in the same class, though she is 2 years older. They thought she could take care of me if both of us were in the same class. My sister never complained. She did she would be there for everything. Many of my friends used to tell me, "You are so lucky to have such a loving sister." There are many who do not care for their siblings. She carried me in the school for a few years, and after a while, my friends took over the task. When I got the tricycle, my sister used to push me around in the school. My life, I would say, was normal as everyone treated me like a normal kid. I never wallowed in self pity. I was a happy boy and competed with others to be on top, and the others also looked to me as a competitor. I was inspired by two people when in school: my maths teacher Pramod Lal, who encouraged me to participate in various local talent tests, and a brilliant boy called Chaudhary, who was my senior. When I came to know that he had joined Gautam Junior College to prepare for IIT JEE, it became my dream too. I was school first in 10th, scoring 542 out of 600. Because I topped in the state exams, Gautam Junior College waived the fee for me. Pramod Sir's recommendation also helped. The fee was around 50,000 per year, which my parents could never afford. Living in a residential school was a big change for me because till then my life centered around home and school, and I had my parents and sister to take care of my all needs. It was the first time that I was interacting with society. It took 1 year for me to adjust to the new life. There, my inspiration was a boy called KKS Bhaskar, who was in the top 10 in IIT JEE exams. He used to come to our school to encourage us. Though my parents didn't know anything about Gautam Junior College or IIT, they always saw to it that I was encouraged in whatever I wanted to do. If the results were good, they would praise me to the skies. If it bad, they would try to see something good in that. They did not want me to feel bad. They are such wonderful, supportive parents. Though my overall rank in the IIT JEE was not that great, 992, I was fourth in physically handicapped category, so I joined IIT Madras to study computer science. Here my role model was Karthik, who was also my senior in school. I looked up to him during my year at IIT Madras. He had asked for attached bathrooms for those with special needs before I came here itself. So when I came here, the room had attached bath. He used to help me and guide me a lot when I was here. I evolved as a person in these 4 years, both academically and personally. It has been a great experience studying here. The people I was interacting with were so brilliant that I felt privileged to sit along with them in the class. Just by speaking to my lab mates, I gained a lot. Words are inadequate to express my gratitude to Professor Pandurangan and all my lab mates. All were simply great. I was sent to Boston along with four others for our internship by Professor Pandurangan. It was great experience. I did not I did not want to pursue PhD as I wanted to my parents to take rest now. Morgan Stanley selected me for me first, but I preferred Google because I wanted to work in pure computer science, algorithms, and game theory. I am very lucky. I get help from total strangers without me asking for it. Once after my school second year in IIT, I, with some of my friends, was traveling in a train for a conference. We met a kind gentleman called Sundar in the train, and he has been taking care of my hostel fees from then on. I have to mention about Jaipur foot. I had Jaipur foot when I was in third standard. After 2 years, I stopped using them. As I had almost no stems on my legs, it was very tough to tie them to the body. I found walking with the Jaipur foot very, very slow. Sitting also was a problem. I found my tricycle faster because I am one guy who wants to do the things faster. One great thing about the hospital is they don't think their role ends by just fixing the Jaipur foot. They arrange for livelihood for all. They asked me what help I needed from them. I told them at that time if I got into IIT, I needed financial help from them. So from the day I joined IIT Madras, my fees were taken care of by them. So my education at the IIT was never a burden on my parents, and they could take care of my sister's nursing studies. After my first year when I went home, two things happened here at the institute without my knowledge. I got a letter from my department that they had arranged a lift and ramps at the department for me. It also said that if I came a bit early and checked whether it is met with my requirements, it would be good. And second surprise was that the dean, Professor Idichandi, and a student general secretary Prasad had located a place that sold powered wheelchairs. The cost was 55,000 rupees. What they did was they did not buy the wheelchair. They gave me the money so that the wheelchair belonged to me and not to the institute. My life changed after that. I felt free and independent. That's why I say I am lucky. God has planned things for me and takes care of me at every step. The world is full of good people. I also feel if you are motivated and show some initiative, people around you will always help you. I also feel there are more good people in society than bad ones. I want all these who read this to feel that if Naresh can achieve something in life, you can too. You can see him, right? Okay, thank you. I wanted to share this inspiring story of this Naresh, who has done IIT Madras Computer Science and now is working in Google. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.